Welcome back. There's not a lot to do right now. I'm still gonna have to wait and see, but we are back at oxygen not included. Um, we have a garden set up. Now we have a little research station and a place to produce power. We have storage. We have bathrooms and a compost that I'm waiting for them to put up. I'm gonna have this be priority 7, and I'm gonna deconstruct this. We have a little water hole. Things are going good, but they won't stay good forever because the oxygen diffusers require algae. We're gonna run out of algae. Now, we have a bunch right here, like a lot of algae that we could just scoop up and use. Each of these uses 550 Gs. How much per cycle? It doesn't matter. Hmm. Hmm. Anyways, so we're gonna dig up the mealwood and the algae. And we're gonna do this. We need the metal and we need the because in the future we won't have enough duplicates to run on the treadmills to produce enough energy. So that's gonna be a problem. As for the CO2, there's gonna be a lot more, so we're gonna have to dig out a lot. Which is good because there's a vacuum right here and there's a lot of metal we need down here anyways. And so when we dig that all out, it'll be beneficial. I don't want to follow. No. Oh my gosh, stop. Ow, wrong button. Pressing H. Cancel these. And now we wait. This is kind of now inevitable. I'm gonna do this. Oh my gosh, wrong thing. Priority. I'm going to do a priority 8. Shine Nymph is already in here. If it ends up getting trapped inside the base, I'll have to. Sucks, but you know, we can't have those Shine Nymphs. Oh, ceiling clouds. Okay. So all the oxygen is floating up and the carbon dioxide is flowing down. So it's kind of not the best right now. But we have 2 oxygen diffusers. Why is this one? Oh, max gas pressure. Okay. That's kind of good. We want more ladders here. All of it needs to be dug out. All of it. What we could do, if I really wanted, is I could go up here. While I hate digging up this one, we could dig these. And we could make it a nature reserve. Because it has 4 more plants, it has some natural animals, right? It has wildlife. So that could be good. I think that's a good viable plan. There's shiny imps to keep the bristle blossoms alive. That's good. I'm tired. Jeez, oh my goodness. And now they have their work cut out for them. We're gonna have to wait a few to let them, you know, do their job. Once they've dug out and built enough, I will get back to you guys. Okay, they are not done with their job yet, but the printer went off. So let's go and find the blueprint. More operators, meaning we could have treadmills, because there is an achievement for getting a bunch of power through the treadmills, and that could help. I don't want bottomless stomach. That can be very bad. This makes like pay useless, decrease excavation, and can't do building errands. That's not ideal. But we already have a farmer / researcher, so let's go with pay. And we don't need brine, so I don't know what the heck that would be for. Let's deconstruct that, and then... Oh my gosh, let me deconstruct it. And 2 more here. And then we need wires, and there we go. Then we're gonna make this part priority 9 right now, because it's silly. But I want it done immediately. Because then we can get jumbo batteries. And, oh, it's break time. I guess they're enjoying their break. They are off break. Anyways. If I can get double power production, that'd be wonderful. I forgot the rest of what I was saying, but, you get it, you know? Okay. Now we have Steve, and then Pay also needs to prioritize it, so... Pay, you get going. You have cray ranching? What? Cool, but I don't need it. I mean, if I need to wrangle a creature, I guess Pay's got it. Awesome! They're still working up here. It's eventually going to be a nature reserve, so... That's cool. They can go up there for morale. No one's cleaning this toilet, and that's upsetting. We're gonna mess around with these for a second. Bathroom junk needs to be higher priority. This mining junk needs to be lower priority. It's really not that important. Not right now, at least. Up here can stay how it is. Over here can change to priority. Or actually, you know what? Have at least one line that is by priority. Because we gotta get all this algae. Aw, Steve having to clean up the toilet. How gross. He's not happy. But he is an operator, and that isn't life support, that's operating. Wait, unless it is no, is it life support? I don't know, it doesn't matter. If I can find a natural gas geyser, I would be set for life. Because natural gas makes a lot of power. These both create carbon dioxide and crude water. If I can get crude oil, I can also create petroleum, and it turns into natural gas, and then that natural gas can be used for electricity, and then petroleum also for electricity. So crude oil might be the way to go, but natural gas geysers I prefer. Speak of the devil. What was I just saying? It's gonna be a little tricky up here because well, I'm low. In fact, go into research. What am I currently researching? Not that. Let's get deodorizers. We need deodorizers. There we go. And disinfection. If we get deodorizers, we can protect our base against polluted oxygen. I say base as if we have a base. This is not really much of a base. They can't. Ooh. Uh-oh. This needs a roof. Just a temporary small one. Like that. And because it's important, we're going to do that. Priority 6. Okay. It is downtime. Ooh, football. But this is a jackpot. I hate the fact that there's polluted oxygen there. It is very difficult to build around this without letting the natural gas escape. So I'm not at all excited to get that done. But eventually we will. And it'll be great. And it is almost cycle 14. And my duplicates are snoozing and having a good time and probably dreaming about death. So that's not the best. But look, they seem happy. Look at how happy they seem. I'm fixating on this natural gas. I was gonna focus on getting algae. But what I could do is I could use the water from the natural gas. Like, we get polluted water and carbon dioxide, and then we can use that polluted water to let off polluted oxygen, and then that polluted oxygen can be deodorized and turned into normal oxygen. You know what I mean? I think that makes sense. Okay. Ooh. New blueprint. What is it? I guess that's good for research room. It's kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to feel about that. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is going well. Oh yeah, I can make a farming station here. Hurry and build that. That way we have a greenhouse. Alright. Do we not have anyone with the crop tending trait? Oh, we did. Stinky. Oh, we don't. They are almost there, though. Soon we will have it. There is a shine nymph in here. We don't need it in here, but that's cool. I want to capture all of those, and I want to put them in here. But I guess we should wait until it's all built first. Like, let's priority these. Right. Dig that. For food, we need a critter drop-off. For furniture, we need park sign. How low do I have to put it? I can go right there, it's fine. We need critter drop-off. This is also priority 7. Okay. Once we have that set up, we can then put the park sign on, and well, we'll have shine nymphs. We want shine nymphs in here, and shine bugs. And we're going to do the wrangle command, and we're going to wrangle every single one. Or actually, we're going to do 8. Level 8 priority. Because I don't like these things just buzzing around. It bugs me. I don't like them just buzzing. They're cute. They're just not worth it. And call this cruel, but I don't find really much of a need to feed them because they sort of just create eggs infinitely, whether you feed them or not. And as long as they stay wild, their age is fine. And here's doing great. I'm glad we have a little farm set up. We can now do lice lift. We want infinite lice lift. Pickled meal would probably be better, but we don't have any. Oh my gosh, there's hatches in here. Nope, they're gonna eat my food and they're gonna eat my resources. So I'm sorry, hatches, you gotta die. We will find more hatches in the future, but these ones need to go. Anyways. Where is Stinky? Why is Stinky not wrangling these creatures? Oh, because Stinky's doing that. Oh wait, Stinky isn't the one who's supposed to be. It's Pay. Hey Pay, can you do ranching stuff too? Thank you, Pay. Okay. They look so sad. Now I feel bad. Now I feel like an a-hole for that. But look at that. They're all going to be in here, and they're all going to eat these bristle blossoms, and they're going to let it grow. And we're going to have a park, and it's going to be great. Or is it going to be a nature reserve? I forget. Hold on. For it to be a nature reserve, it needs to be minimum 32 tiles. It's a nature reserve. How many tiles is it? Still a nature reserve. I'm gonna wait till that one's built and then we'll see if it's still a nature reserve. But yeah, we got our natural plants. Yeah, nature reserve. Elderly, crowded. Oh yeah. So we're gonna attack that one. This one's not elderly yet. This one's middle-aged. We're actually gonna kill that one too. I'm sorry. I really am. We don't need 1,000 shine bugs. We only really need a few, and now they are no longer crowded, and now they are illuminating. Perfect! Do you see that? Oh my gosh. Perfect. The last thing we need now is a pip and a bunch of the mealwood / bristle blossom seeds. Because if we can get all the seeds in here, and then we get a pip in here, the pip will start planting seeds. So we're actually going to do a little thing here. Guys! My favorite creature is actually a puffed, and I hate the fact that it's a puffed, because puffs are so annoying. But guys, I'm going to start a puff farm. I have to start a puff farm now. We're gonna do that. Hold on, it's gotta be how many tiles? Stable has to be at least 6. No, it has to be at most 60. Not 69, 96. Yeah, but then there's chlorine gas in it. I don't want that. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go outward. Yes, perfect. Okay. And this is where it gets a little finicky, okay? If we do pneumatic doors there, we can then, therefore, extend the room. Make multiple stables, but technically they're only one stable. You know what I mean? That way the puffs can go in and out of this giant space, get all this oxygen, polluted oxygen. I still hate the slime lung here, but, you know, I will live. The wire, however, is very important because we want as little gas getting out as possible. But most of all, the deodorizer is what's going to be prioritized. What I'm then thinking is, without breaking through the wall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm here doing the same thing, but with fish. Alright? Okay. Now this is a predicament. We need to dig this out more anyways because of the carbon dioxide. Then we need to mop the spill. Too much liquid. Hurry up and dig so I can mop up the spill. I really gotta wait for that. Darn it. And I can't accept it until these are all figured out. And if I leave the game, it'll reset the stuff in there. Fun fact, that's an exploit you can use that I don't like to use, is if you're unhappy with the printing pod results, you can leave the game, go back in here and be like, oh, hey, different results. Okay, hurry up, I want my puffs. And that is a mess. And this is a priority right now, so do it now, please. In fact, everybody do it now. I don't even care. I know a puffed is not an important creature in this game, but to me it is. So we're gonna get this done. There we go. There we go. They're gonna suffocate. I know for a fact at this point. They're gonna suffocate and die. But it's fine. We'll figure it out. We need a ladder here. And a ladder across. And we need to figure out a way to get this figured out without having to dig through there. What I'm thinking is maybe once we dig this out enough, we can then dig over here and then deal with that way. Because then we can place the walls underneath. It is almost day 14, so the episode's almost coming to a close. I am excited. I'm really excited. I don't know what the Pakus eat. The thing is, the puffs, as cruel as it sounds, I want to be able to eat them. And I can only do that if I actively try to farm them. So, it's cruel, but I gotta do it. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move the deodorizer down more because I don't like oxygen, normal oxygen getting in. So we're gonna deconstruct that. We're going to enable auto harvesting this immediately. And this is a really high priority we need to worry about. Okay, deodorizer, let's do priority 8. Okay. We have this now. We have to get up here figured out. At least those. And then we can move the pots. Oh, and the floor, of course, but you know. Okay, and then that will work. And, because I don't want the water leaking, because if the water leaks, well, we have a problem. I need to get a bottler. I need to auto bottle into here. This will be good. This will give us a lot of meat. It'll give us the carnivore achievement if we can get it. Summary. If I can even try it. Yes, have duplicants eat 400,000 kilocalories of meat before the 100th cycle. Okay, still not quite done yet. This is a problem. This is a huge problem. Carbon dioxide is being pushed upward. And the place is filling with polluted oxygen, which is gross. And I hate it, and this is very bad. All for puffs, okay? Think of it. We're going to have a puffed army. It'll be worth it. But I'm going to figure all that out off camera. Because you know what? It is the end of an episode. And so with that being said, if you like the video, leave a like. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments down below. If you want more of my content, subscribe. And if you want notifications when I post that content, ring the bell icon and get more. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.